Hey guys, here's a quick update for today, Friday, May 3rd, 2019. Moments of excellence. Please remember to congratulate Peggy and Liana for being honored this week at Baltimore Magazine's Excellence in Nursing Awards. That was at the Belvedere Hotel. I was very privileged to be able to go and see it for myself, and it was a very nice event. So I will try to I got a couple of extra copies of the magazine, so I'll put 1 or 2 copies around the unit and I'll post it up so you guys can see it. Also, a big thank you to Kelly Shanahan for coordinating and putting together and wrapping up our Nurses Week baskets. So you'll see those starting next week. They'll be on up for raffle around the lobby downstairs, and you guys can take a look at it then. So they look really great. Thank you, Kelly, so much for your help. Nurses Week starts next week. You may see me Monday morning. I'll be out in the Bunting garage collecting canned food. And then the last moment of excellence for this week is that Mary Rose completed orientation, so thanks to her and Lena and Angela for all your hard work, and everyone else that may have helped her or filled in as a preceptor or helped her along the way. So she'll be on her own next week, and we're very thankful and excited for that. So I guess 4 big things to talk about for today. One is the schedule. Ashley is currently working on the schedule that's held and not posted. I've asked her to not post it. There are still some numbers that need to be balanced. We have some numbers that are low, and we do have some numbers that are a little bit high, but please make sure that you're doing all your requirements. Please remember that people that are 2 and 2 still need to do 2 Fridays per schedule period. Weekend call-outs do need to be made up as soon as possible, at the latest by the next schedule. And PRN team, please remember what your requirements are. That may change slightly depending on if you're MCH Flex or unit-based PRN and what level you are. So if anyone has any questions about that, please let me know. These are being monitored, and so all of us are being held accountable to fulfilling our schedules and requirements and making sure that schedules that are posted are balanced. If anyone has any questions, please let me know. For staffing, I did put a bunch of stuff, a bunch of updates on the email that goes along with this video message. But in short, please remember that Kathy and Patsy are both retiring this year soon. But we also have a lot of help that is also coming. So Alicia Hopkins from Peds has already finished her orientation. Mary just finished. Alexis Cross is starting full-time nights for Peds, and she'll be in orientation next week. And we do have 2 new grads and at least 1 or 2 more experienced nurses that I'm looking to hire and start as soon as possible. So we do have some people that have cut some hours and have taken some awesome opportunities. So congratulations to them, and of course congratulations to Patsy and Kathy for retiring and for everything that they've done for us over the past many years. But we do have new people coming in, and so we are in a little bit of a state of transition, but hopefully that will stabilize and be all set for the summer. For scrubs, it seems like people have already been getting acclimated to it, but for right now, our first admit are going to be wearing the blue hospital scrubs. We do have the card access keys that the charge nurses have. Just please remember to return your scrubs at the end of your shift, or if for whatever reason there's any kind of issue, please let me know, because I am accountable for making sure that we have all the scrubs returned and kind of tracked as the best that we can do. As always, depending on what's going on the situation, if it's charge or if it's second admit, other people may also be able to have their scrubs too. I don't have any problem with that, but the only one that's mandated for right now is first admit. The last thing for today, I guess one of the last things for today is Bernie, who's our new infection control person who replaced Tony Gervasio, was on the unit today and spent a lot of time, and she was really great as far as listening to our nursing staff. She is a nurse herself, obviously, and also many years ago she had a daughter here in the NICU in the old building. So she's very understanding and receptive and grateful and appreciative to our staff and the things that we do. And she certainly understands the unique challenges and obstacles that sometimes we do face. So she did some ATP residual or burden kind of testing. She looked at a lot of different things. Some of the areas that anyone might expect were high, and some of them, as we would expect them to be low, were low. The one thing that I didn't include in the email, but is here if you've listened or watched up to this point, is she tries to keep the ATP level under 25. So we did have some things that were like above 100. Obviously there were some occupied or not cleaned yet patient rooms parts of the patient rooms, like the couch or the chair, that were like in the 200 or 300s. But the one thing that probably was the highest was one of our glucometers was 500. So please make sure that you guys are wiping things down. If anyone would have wiped that thing down at least once a day, it wouldn't have been that high. ATP is super interesting in a way. Anyone that touches things, there is residual from like the ATP in our cells that still boggles my mind all the time, but that can be left as kind of proof that things haven't been wiped down. So, you know, obviously we can get very busy, and you know, we are all concerned about infection control. We have a lot of transmissions that can happen. Sometimes our hand hygiene continues to be very good, so just please keep it in mind. You know, try to think of anything that you may have as far as ideas or you know, thoughts. She is very receptive to things that we might think of or have any like possible solutions for. So the last thing is, even though it hasn't been from this last week alone, we did have Bria that just completed her and earned her certification, NICU certification. So that gives us 6 so far. Super excited about that, and there may be some others coming up in the near future, or you know, later this year. So if anyone still has any inkling or desire, or you know, has been thinking about it, you're welcome to have any of the materials that I used. I think, you know, with a lot of people who have taken it now, we'll do our best to support you, and a lot of people have some great ideas as to what resources are out there to help with that. And I'm looking at the time, this has already been 6.5 minutes, so I'll try to wrap it up. I'm also late for staffing. But as always, thank you guys so much for everything. Nurses Week is next week, so hopefully you guys can be here or around for some of it and really recognize how much we all appreciate the hard work that you do each and every day, each and every shift. As always, if you guys need anything, just let me know. You know how to reach me and get in touch with me. Okay, thanks.